get everyone to come?
Yes.
Yes.
Brian.
Kath.
They need you.
So,
I got a carrot in my mouth. That's good. Go ahead. I'm like eating food. Everybody's down here. I'm like,
no, you don't have to speak. I'm sorry.
I want you to speak first. Yeah.
no, it's okay. You go ahead.
All right. Can we give it up for Kathy, please?
Yes, she is.
That made it. Kathy is amazing.
Yes.
Kathy is incredible.
All right. This is
And we have Brian. Did you enjoy swimming?
I didn't swim.
not yet.
I swam so much. I think I saw it.
Oh, that's amazing. Someone said that they just got to the pool. When I say, oh, can you come at the pool? Which one? I'm so sorry. You know, there was so lightly coming. I was so afraid. I'm sorry. Next time you get to swim more, okay? And next time you get to swim, as soon as you come. Okay, because of, you know who alive has to be here today? No, he is so amazing. His name is Brian. Can you please give it up for him? They want to see you.
Yeah.
He's his house. Birthday career day. He did career day, right?
Thank you, Brian. And I want Kathy to speak before.
No,
and
we're
Brian
good.
would speak too.
No, we're
But
good.
Kathy, please.
He doesn't speak.
Please, because this one wouldn't happen without Kathy.
No, it's not true. So we are but I'll speak for all the foundation in that it takes all of you wonderful, amazing people to support the foundation for us to keep going. So we thought, it'd be a great idea because when Georgie comes visits the school, we know from it's like chaos, and we felt like it's important for you to know the work that she does on a more intimate level, and for the kids to actually see our character come to life, and they're still upset that she's old. Princess GieGie got old, but we also wanted a place for everybody to collaborate and just kind of meet other educators that are inspiring in the field and have great ideas. We were able to kind of maybe hopefully connect some people that learned that some schools did STEM projects, some schools did more growth mindset projects. So and also for the kids to learn that there is more than Bergen County or Hudson County, that there's people around the world that need our help. So we hope that you enjoyed reading her story and that you grow up to make sure that you don't forget that there's other people that need also help. So that was the goal of tonight, is just to and then Georgie always makes this more of a family setting, is that, while the parents and the teachers support, the kids are out there. We've seen some amazing schools do dances, do plays, do science projects. So for us, and for me as an educator, going out and seeing all these projects, I get really excited, and then I come back and tell my class. So we appreciate you coming. I know it's hard, it's the end of your vacation, but we're glad you can spend it with us. And we hope that you can support us again next year and maybe tell other schools so we can grow, So we're a small operation. But we appreciate you coming. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You are the best. You're amazing. I mean, I am a mess. I do want. I have the passion, to help, to give back. But that person that keeps me in track and say, no, Georgie, we have to do this. It's Kathy. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for helping me.
Now they know why we don't answer their emails. No, I'm kidding. Peter's like, where are you? I'm like, she's out of the country for like 3 years. Get back to me.
Thank you. I would like for Brian to say a few words. Bless you.
No, Brian doesn't talk. We talk for Brian. No. We Brian there. My sister talks. Look, she's a talker.
I want to say thank you to Georgie for being such an inspiration. At a time where
people lose hope and faith. And you're reading your book to all the kids in school, they really connected with you. And actually the kids in my school like seeing her grown up.
I know.
Because they were like, because at the end, after at the end and we do everything, and then I show them your picture and what you grew up and what you became, coming from all of that, and not having it easy, but you kept moving and you were strong and you showed that strength, and it gave people hope that they can do that too, so thank you for inspiring us all.
Because girls rock. Girls rock.
That's his little sister, just we talk fast and we have a lot to say, so you gotta hang on and listen.
And we use our hands a lot too.
Yeah. She's the youngest and always had to hurry up and
I know. I have to hurry up and eat my food. I have to hurry up and talk because I get thrown in the corner,
As we digress.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you.
So you have your new book. So we have, for not everybody knows.
Yes, this is a lot for me. Last week I was in Burkina Faso, and it was inspiring. Every time I go to my country, every time I go to Burkina Faso, there is always something new, something that I even did not, or I would say forgot about, that comes in. I went to this health clinic on my last trip last week, and there were a woman that just gave birth, and the nurse told me that they don't have water. So imagine not having water in the hospital. And she told me, luckily that day it rained. So basically they used the flack of the rainwater that was on the floor to wash the clothes of the mother that just gave birth. And they will use back those fabric to wrap the baby on it. God bless you. So can you imagine not having clean drinking water in the hospital? So but me having your support gave me strength, because it's not easy. It's very challenging to keep on doing what I do. Without your support, I think maybe I don't know if I will be strong enough to continuing. But I wanted to say thank you. Thank you for believing in clean drinking water. Thank you for believing that every human being has the right to have access to clean drinking water. And thank you for supporting, our initiative, because the Georgie Badiel Foundation is not just me. There is Kathy, there is Brian, there is each of you, that comes in and make the Georgie Badiel Foundation. So I wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I have a cousin that is here. His name is Bill Akakora. Do you love music?
Yes.
So Bill is the biggest singer in Burkina Faso. Yes, and I'm so honored that he gets to come with his wife and his son. So hopefully next year he's gonna come and perform on our event. So he's now I wanted to read you my new book. Right here. I wanted to read you my new book, and I want you to feel free to ask me any question you possibly can imagine. I don't know, whatever you have in mind, ask me. I'll be happy to answer to it.
Can we ask questions too? I just had to say it.
So Princess GieGie the Water is here. I am Princess GieGie. Every day, after the sun goes to bed, I stay awake to play with the fireflies. I chase them round and round. They are so fast. When I get tired, I walk to my corn garden and curl up under the stars. If I am perfectly still. Sometimes the firefly will land on my arm. And something is missing. If I am perfectly still, sometimes the firefly will land on my arm. And if I move really, really slowly, haha, I catch one. I open my hand to get a closer look. Isn't it beautiful? Do you see fireflies here?
Yes.
Do you chase them?
Yes.
Yes.
They're out right now.
Yes, I think right now they're out. Last week I was in the Hamptons and some kids were like running after the fireflies. It was really cute. My husband thought he invented it.
You like them once you get to know them.
Yeah, they're very cute. I know not to keep it for too long. It wants to be free to go back to its friends. I love to watch them flutter away. I also like to sit and gaze at the moon. I'll stay awake all night if I could, but I must sleep. I must sleep because tomorrow morning I have to walk 5 miles to fetch drinking water for my family. My feet are very sore because I walked that same 5 miles this morning and yesterday morning and every morning. When I wake up, I have a great idea. I rush out the door and grab my bucket. I pick every fresh ear of corn I can find and run out to the market. Fresh corn here, fresh delicious corn, I shout. At first, I didn't sell a single ear, but I didn't give up. Fresh corn for sale. The money will help build a well for my village. Finally, a man stopped to buy an ear of corn. Then an old woman asked for 2 more. Before long, I have sold it all. I skip all the way home dreaming about a new well. I hand all the money to my father and tell him about my idea. Baba wrapped me up in a big hug and said that he is proud of me. He told me I didn't make enough money for a well, but then he called everyone in the village together for a meeting. Baba said that if we all sell our fruits and vegetables, we might make enough money to build a well for our village. Everyone loved the idea. Gathering up our tastiest fruits and vegetables, we march to the market together. We sell everything we have, but it still isn't enough. I am disappointed, but there has to be something else I can do to help. That night, I lie in my room and try to come up with a plan. Could I grow more corn to sell? No, that would take too long. Could I dig the well myself? No, I couldn't dig deep enough. Finally, I have an idea. I will write a letter to the mayor. If I show him how hard we work, maybe he can help us. I stay up all night writing the perfect letter. The next morning, my father and I dropped my letter off at the mayor's office, along with all the money we raised. After waiting and waiting, finally I received a letter from the mayor. It said, "Dear GieGie, you didn't have enough money for a well, but I share your letter with the local newspaper, and the whole town wanted to help. Because of the kindness, a well will be built in your village tomorrow." I can't believe it. We are getting a well tomorrow. In the morning, when I wake up, I can hear the trucks already rolling in our village. Everyone ran out to meet them. We circle around them. We circle around to watch them drill. We sing. We clap our hands as the drill deeper and deeper into the earth. It's flooding mud all over our clothes, but we don't care. Soon we will have a well of our very own. After waiting all day, the drill stopped. Everyone leaned to see what happened. Did it break? Just then, the water burst from the ground. I barely can believe my eyes. We did it. I leaned down to take my first sip. Nyam. It is the best thing I've ever tasted. I take another sip and another. I can't get enough. The whole village joined together to sing a song of gratitude. We danced for hours until the moon and stars appear and fireflies flies around us. Finally, water is here. That's the story. Yes, first question.
Hi. That was beautiful. First, my question is, what was it that happened that inspired you to do this? But first, I wanted to say that I'm really, really grateful to Kathy for involving my daughter in this, because it expanded her worldview of how things are outside of here, where you can just open a faucet and you get hot and cold running water. But I also wanted to say to you, because I know that the responsibility for getting that water falls on the girls of the village. What you did changed the lives of those little girls and now gives them the freedom to move out into other things, instead of walking 2 hours in the blazing sun with 20 pounds on their head 2 hours back. So I want to thank you for that. But I'm wondering, what was it that happened? What was it that you saw that you said, I need to do something about this?
Yes. So I have to say, I am so grateful to God, for being so fortunate to be here. I say fortunate because I grew up with a lot of my friends and family that did not have what I have. They're all back home. Most of them are back home, and they continue their life. The struggle continues for them. I am grateful because God blessed me to get out of my my home, and I have the fortune to become the model I wanted to be, and I would put it as the woman I wanted to be, the woman I dreamed to be. I was that child when I was young. My grandmother always made fun of me. She would tell my mom, "Oh, your daughter, she's too whitey." That's what my grandma would say to my mom. Because I will be like, "Oh, one day I'll see a plane. One day I'm going on the other side. I will do things." She'll wake me up in the morning to go get water. I'll say, "No, I don't want to do this." I was that rebellious child. I was that child that wanted to do what I want to do. I wanted to, somehow, I don't know, God gave me the blessing of knowing that I can become who I want to be. I can make anything, I can manifest anything happen. So after traveling the world,
I like that word, manifest.
Thank you. After traveling the world, I went back home to see my sister, who was almost 9 months pregnant, and she had to wake up between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. to get water.
Wow.
A pregnant woman, a woman that is ready to give birth to a child. That inspired me, My childhood story was one thing. It was something that I didn't like as a child. That's why my grandmother would be, she's lazy, she doesn't want to do anything. She would just put all these things on me, that child who wanted to be herself, So my sister was the wake-up call for me. Kind of like, you were lucky enough to get off from home, so now you have to help back, you have to give back. So that was my inspiration.